I don't normally do videos like this, but today's been a big superhero news day. And the first story is that Henry Cavill has officially announced on Instagram that he's back as Superman, which is actually massive news. Especially me, I've been a big Henry Cavill fan as portrayal of Superman, and for those of you who already know, I'm a massive Superman fan. So it's finally nice to see that Warner Brothers, obviously as we know, has been taken over a couple of times, that they're finally getting their priorities in gear, because obviously Superman for me is still a big deal. So it's finally that you know they're starting to use their big assets. So it'd be great to see him hopefully I know that that Man of Steel 2 is in early production at the moment, in terms of obviously writing the story and finding writers and a director. So hopefully we'll see him in a sequel and pop up in some movies. So that's that's actually, for me, it's kind of great news. Now, what I will say with some of the fans is that, with a word of caution, that I know that there's a lot of fanboys out there who expect a lot, in the sense of obviously that we've had the Zack Snyder fanboys. We've also got obviously the Christopher Reeves, obviously that's Superman that I grew up on. And then what I would say is that that people kind of lower their expectations and kind of try to understand that it's going to be a Superman for a new time. Hopefully we get some of more of the values of Superman in the next movie. So depending on who directs it and what storyline and what villain that they pick. So yeah, that's absolute massive news that now that Henry Cavill is officially back as Superman. The second story of today is that Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, the official teaser trailer has dropped. And that does look interesting. So yeah, if you go onto YouTube, you'll probably find, or even on any social media platform, there's a 2-minute, I think it's just over a 2-minute teaser trailer that doesn't give away too much. Now the villain in it, who you'll see in it, is very familiar. Without me kind of giving too much away, all I'll say is that you've seen the character in the Disney Marvel TV shows, so you'll recognise that particular guy. But obviously, it's going to be a complete mystery as to what's going on. So that's been interesting. So as again, the trailer does look interesting. And the final news is that this is in regards of The Flash season 9. It's been revealed as who at least one of the villains will be in season 9. Now, from what I've seen, it's going to be the character of Red Death. Now, in season 5 of The Flash, when Barry's daughter goes to is in the Flash in the future, the actual narrator of the Flash Museum mentions the character Red Death. Now, a little Star Trek Easter egg: the narrator, who was the actual narrator of the voice narrator in the Flash Museum, is the actor Robert Picardo, who those of you will know, who played the Doctor in Star Trek Voyager, and also in Inner Space, where he played the cowboy. But anyway, Red Death has kind of been mentioned. That in the comics, Red Death is supposed to be a Bruce Wayne from another universe, and then he basically merges with the Flash and then becomes Red Death. So obviously, with the crisis, we do know that Bruce Wayne does actually exist in the CW, or what's left of the Arrowverse. But what they've actually done, from what I've seen, is that there's actually set pictures. That there's a little twist on the Red Death character, and it's going to be played by the Batwoman actress the character Ryan Ryder, and then there's already videos, not videos to say, there's already pictures of her in the Red Death suit. They're a little bit blurry, but I mean, they're available if you want to sit there and find them. Look for a Twitter user by the name of Canada Graphs, and also on his site where he's posted up his pictures on the onset pictures of Red Death. So that should be interesting. So, but it kind of makes sense considering obviously that there's no Batman around. Obviously he's not dead, but he's just hung up his cowl, so to speak. So it kind of would make sense that if you were going to sit there and do it, that she would be in it. So it's great to see the actress again. It was obviously with her playing Ryan Ryder in Batwoman and ending after 3 seasons. So it's going to be interesting to see her in the actual final season of The Flash. So hopefully it goes out with a bang. There were set pictures of another Rogues Gallery villain from the comics, Rainbow Raider. Now I can't remember if the characters appeared in The Flash before, and whether or not it's the same actor or they do a little spin on it. But I know that the set pictures show Rainbow Raider and Red Death, so it's going to be interesting seeing her, Red Death, as before, in the Batman stroke Flash suit, and then running around at super speed. So that's going to be very interesting. So as I said, really hoping that that it's been such a short season of The Flash, and it's the final season, that they pull out all the stops with the final season of The Flash. So yeah, this is basically my superhero news roundup for the 24th of October. I mean, maybe if people actually like this or I get good views in it, maybe I might do more in the future. But anyway, please feel free to like and to share this video, because that's people find me on YouTube, because obviously the YouTube algorithms have been a small-time YouTuber. Please feel free to like the video, and also to share it with your friends and family. If you already haven't, please feel free to subscribe, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Take care, bye for now, and stay safe.